Today I want to show you a project using the Peaceful View background stamp. We'll be making this card Friday night and Saturday morning at my Stamp-A-Stack. And I wanted to show you today just how quickly this card will go together. So I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight and use a blending brush. And just like any other card we make, we start off of the card before we roll onto the cardstock with our blending brush, just so we don't have that big shock of color. I'm doing the yellow first because it's the lightest, and I'll show you here in a minute why it's kind of the most important color to get right. So I'll know pretty quickly if I'm happy with the card I'm going to make, so I want to be sure I get the yellow on looking the way I want it to look. I'm going to go through the middle here, and then I'll add some Pool Party. And this will be the top towards the sky. Same thing, I want to start on my grid paper and then roll onto my cardstock. You can do this with any colors you want to. That's the beauty of using a blending brush. And this background stamp looks amazing with some of our DSP that's not a patterned DSP, or maybe, and I'll blend the blue and the yellow line a little bit, or maybe the DSP with scenes in them. If you choose the right ones, they are pretty amazing with this scene in front of it. Okay, Old Olive. And this is going to be the bottom half of my card. So the nice thing about this stamp and this technique, ooh, I don't like the way that looks. This one, sometimes it's not a matter of needing more ink, it's a matter of just a little bit more time and a little bit more blending. And it kind of leads me into what I was going to say. The nice thing about this technique is this stamp goes over the top. So I want a little bit more, I think, right here in the middle. And so if you have an ink blob or something that you're not happy with, this card, this stamp, will really hide that pretty well for us. All right, let's get the Daffodil Delight out of the way. We'll use the Old Olive again in a minute. All right, so here is the background stamp. I have already put some ink on it because I know I'm going to shake the table, but I want to freshen it up just a little bit. As you put ink on this one, you want to be sure not to get anything right here, or if you do, just be sure to wipe it with a cloth or paper towel or your finger or whatever, and get that out of there. So then I want, okay, I need to think here, the bottom is the green grass, and I want quite a bit of the fence and the grass to show, so I'm going to go pretty low. I want the tree to show. You can see I cut the cardstock. So, oops, I may have made a mistake. We'll see here. Cut the cardstock so that there's a lot of an edge, but I do want to go around the edge and make sure my edges get inked. And be careful not to dip down into that low place that I was showing you. Now I don't have any ink there, so it should be okay, but just go across the top of it. This is my favorite way to keep my fingers fairly clean as I'm putting ink on the background stamp. And the nice thing is, then you can slide your finger under there. All right. So I've got this finished. You can see the colors have blended and are hidden. I just love how that kind of, the yellow goes into the blue. This is a nice masculine card. If you want to make a Happy Father's Day card, this would be great, I think, for a retirement, even a sympathy card. So I'm just going to put a happy birthday on there with Old Olive, and then I will mount it and add it to my early espresso, and I have a card that looks like this. So if you are local and like to come Friday or Saturday, let me know. And if you're not somebody that's able to come, I hope this inspires you to try out this background stamp. This is one that I wanted on stage. I would not have picked this right away out of the catalog, but I'm so glad I did because it's been fun to play with. So have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.